let me ask you this question, folks. What place will the Warriors come in the Western Conference? Are they a top 6 team, so they make the playoffs? Are they a 7 through 10, so they're playing? Or are they 11 to the very end and not even seeing the promised land of May and June? I want to hear your thoughts, so comment below. And then we're going to break down in this video what NBA GMs think. And also one very renowned podcaster, broadcaster, analyst, NBA Hall of Famer has given his thoughts on the Warriors, their team this season. And we're going to break down again this GM report about the Warriors, what they're going to do, the players, and everything in between. You don't want to miss this episode, so don't miss all the episodes, of course. Subscribe to Warriors Digest. Randy Silver here. We break down all the biggest news for you on Warriors Digest, free agency, trades, rumors, anything around the NBA that is relevant to the Warriors, and all the Warriors news for you. So please subscribe, like, share to a friend. We're about 2.5 weeks away from the season starting. We got some preseason games coming up. Don't miss anything. And also, just putting a note out, Hurricane Melton in southern United States, Florida area, I'm going to be impacted by it. Right now, I am in Florida. So if you don't see anything for a couple days, it's because I don't have any power from the hurricane coming in. Appreciate you all being fans. My goal is obviously to do stuff post games. There is a preseason game tomorrow night. There's a preseason game tonight against Sacramento Kings. If I can't record anything about it, or you don't see anything for the next couple days, it's because the hurricane has impacted me. Hopefully it'll be good. Fingers crossed, but life comes first sometimes. And I'll get you stuff as soon as I can. All right, let's get into the video. So the man of the hour, who I just said, NBA Hall of Famer, Charles Barkley, makes a blunt statement about the Warriors and the Lakers. Let me blow it up. The Warriors and the Lakers both stink. Neither one of these teams are any good, he told SI.com. ESPN acts like the Lakers and Warriors are contenders. They're not. They're play-in candidates. I love LeBron James. He's amazing. But the Lakers and the Warriors are not contenders. Plain and simple. So stop it, Jimmy. I'm not going to let you do that. And that was an interview with the Jim Jackson show. And that basically puts us where we were last season playing. We won 46 games last season, or maybe it was 45. Went to the play-in, lost in the play-in. This season, over-under Vegas is at 43 at one spot. And I think that's way too low. So comment your thoughts. Do you think the Warriors are above 43, below? I think we're 45 to 49 again. We should have had over 50 wins last season if Draymond Green is not hurt. Yes, the West got better. We did subtract players such as Chris Paul and Klay Thompson. But I think we're better holistically as a team, more well-rounded. I think the younger players are going to get more experience. We're going to lose some games early on, probably as we get this rotation down. But we're going to find our form, maybe make a trade at the trade deadline, and end up around that 50-win mark. I think we'll be between 5 and 7 in the standings. Now, that's my opinion. You heard Charles Barkley's opinion. What do NBA GMs think? So let's show you their survey. Which team will win the finals? Excuse me. 83% of GMs say the Celtics will win the finals this year. Back-to-back champions. OKC 13%, Dallas with 3%. Last year, Denver and Boston was tied at 33%. No Knicks in there, even without Karl Anthony Towns. Now, again, I don't know when the survey was done. It could have been before. Here's your top 7 for the Eastern Conference. Boston 1, New York 2, Philly 3, Cleveland 4, Milwaukee 5, Orlando 6, Indiana 7. Now let's show you the West Coast. Let me zoom this out a little bit so it's easier for you to see. West Coast, OKC number 1 again. Minnesota 2. Again, I don't know if this was before the trade. Denver 3, Dallas 4, Phoenix 5, Memphis 6, New Orleans 7, and Golden State 8. They received a couple fourth place votes, and then percentage vote was 0%. Last year, 70% picked Denver to win the West, and they did not. Of course, they lost to Minnesota, who then lost to Oklahoma City. Excuse me. Who lost to Dallas. Oklahoma City lost to Dallas. So, 8th position puts you at play-in. 9, 10, 7, 8. So you wouldn't have your first play-in game as a home. You'd be on the road. But if you lost that game, you'd face the winner of 9, 10. So you would have a home game in the play-in. MVP, they think Shea will win it this year. Could have won it last year. Luka, number 2. I think if he plays better defense, stays healthy, he has a chance to really win it. Joel, 3. Nikola, 4. Or they're all tied with 3, Nikola and Jason. Of course, Nikola Jokic became a multi-time MVP winner as well. If you're staying at a franchise today, you could sign any player. Who would it be? Victor Wembanyama. Makes perfect sense. Shea, 2. Jokic, 3, are tied for second, and then Luka, 4. Which player forces opposing coaches to make the most adjustments? Luka, number 1. Steph Curry, number 2, at 30%, which makes sense. The pick and roll, the slashing, how much movement he does off ball to get open and just shoot the 3. I love that. But Luka, at his size, his ability to slash, shoot, pass, matchup, nightmare. Which player is most likely to have a breakout season? Jalen Williams, OKC, 1. Evan Mobley, 2. Ja Morant, 2. Again, coming back from last year with the suspension injury. Victor, Paolo, Cade, and Brandon Miller. So no Kuminga, no Brandon, no Moody, Trayce Jackson-Davis. You would hope to see Kuminga here. If he wants that young money, if he wants that generational money, you would think Kuminga would have to have that breakout season to prove he's max worthy. NBA GMs don't think it's happening. Best point guard in the NBA, they have Luka at number 1, Shea at 2, Steph Curry at 3. Can't say I agree with this. I understand Luka 1 just because of the matchup nightmare. Best shooting guard is Anthony Edwards. Then you got Booker, Shea, Steph Curry as shooting guard. I love that. Small forward, they got Tatum. And then the Warriors. Power forward, Giannis. Center, Jokic, as you imagine. Highest percentage of total votes on position questions, Nikola Jokic. So, just winning. Now, off-season moves. Which team made the best overall moves? OKC. Pretty good for them. Of course, they got Caruso from Chicago. They got Hartenstein from New York. More depth on this team. A little bit more senior experience as well. No Warriors, even though we brought in the 3 Melton, Anderson, and Hield, and of course Lindy Waters as well. Make it 4. Which player acquisition was the biggest impact? Or we'll have one. Paul George. You see Karl-Anthony Towns right there as well. Which was the most underrated player acquisition? Caruso, and I definitely agree with that, with the fact that his defense and his playmaking ability, his overall court awareness for OKC. Which team will be most improved? Grizzlies. 1, their younger players got significantly better for just playing a bunch last year. And 2, you got Ja Morant coming back. Knock on wood, he stays healthy. Cat is the most surprising move. Rookie to win Rookie of the Year. It's not going to be ours. Reed Shepherd from Houston. Reed Shepherd. Which rookie was the biggest steal at where it was in the draft? I don't like seeing Sacramento there with Devin Carter. I mean, good for them, but not a big Sac fan, of course. I don't see Warriors anywhere. Best international player, Jokic. Best international player non-NBA, Sasha Veznikov. Best defensive player in the NBA, Victor by a wide margin. And you know who's not on there anymore? Draymond Green. So they think he's been slipping. You got to stay on the court. Best perimeter defender, Holiday. Best interior defender, again, no Draymond. Most versatile defender, no Draymond. So hopefully Draymond sees this and sees this as a bit of a slight, because I don't agree with this whatsoever. Best defensive team, Warriors need to get back up there. Best coach in NBA, 69% say Eric Spoelstra. Steve Kerr at 7%. The assistant coach of the U.S. men's national team who won the Olympics is a better coach than the man who was that head coach of the U.S. men's national team. And I also don't see Tyronn Lue on there. This helps me believe if Kerr, which reports are, will not come back to coach U.S. men's national team. Spoelstra's getting that job. Best motivator, leader of men, Spoelstra, Steve Kerr second. So Kerr does get a lot of flack by fans and media per se, but GMs think he does a great job. Lou does the best in-game adjustments, Spoelstra 2. We know that's not one of Steve Kerr's best things. Best offense is Carl with Indiana, Steve Kerr 4. Defensive schemes, Steve Kerr's not there. Assistant coach, we're not going to have any there probably. Chris Paul, they think will be a great head coach. Sometimes players like that aren't, but he's such a mastermind, I agree. Miscellaneous. Most fun team to watch is the Pacers. Warriors are tied for third. I like that. Obviously, just watching Steph Curry. Home court advantage. Golden State used to have it with the roar. Cool. Not anymore. Which team will have the league's most efficient offense this season? The Celtics. Which team's level of success this season is toughest to predict? Lakers. I like not seeing Golden State on there. Promising young core. You would think the Warriors would be on here with Podziemski, Kuminga, Moody, TJD. Nope. Which player is the most athletic? Edwards. Agree with that. Player is the best pure shooter. Stephen Curry, 87%. Say less. Say less. Fastest with the ball, De'Aaron Fox. Which player is the best at moving without the ball? You got Steph Curry. Agree. How he gets so many shots open is crazy. Which player is the best leader? Stephen Curry. And this is amazing because when he came in the NBA, this was a knock on him that he wasn't a good leader. He wasn't vocal enough. Now they say he's the best leader in the NBA, even over LeBron. Most versatile player, Giannis. Best basketball IQ. I like to see Curry on here. Kind of bummer not. Which player would you want taking a shot with the game on the line? Yes, Stephen Curry. Love that. Absolutely love that because this used to be a knock on him that he wasn't good with the game on the line. You saw with Team USA. You've seen many times. That dude ain't scared to take the shot. He deserves it. Which rule most needs change? Roster construction. Apron rules, trade math too restrictive or should be indexed to team's market. And this was obviously new in the CBA. So you can see where the GMs put the Warriors at. Not many players on our team have received any votes besides Steph Curry. Think we'll be in 8th. Now again, where do you think we'll be? I think we'll end up 5 through 7. We stay healthy. This team gels. I like our chances. But we're going to have to need Kuminga and Wiggins to get to all-star levels for us to have a chance to get to the finals. Again, if you don't see anything for a couple days, Hurricane Milton affecting me most likely. I hope everyone stays safe who is in the path. And go Warriors against the Kings. Let's get it. Bye, y'all.